This is Jarrod Horak for the RunawayHorse.com. Welcome to my latest horse racing video. And in this video, I'm going to do analysis of the Desi Arnaz Stakes from Del Mar on Saturday, November 19th. If you're interested in my full card analysis from Del Mar, you can head on over to the RunawayHorse.com. You will find those full cards each day Del Mar runs on my sales page. Del Mar runs now through December 4th. You can purchase individual full cards, weekly and weekend packages, and the entire meet. The RunawayHorse.com on my sales page. If you're interested in bonus free selections from Del Mar, head on over to the official Del Mar website, click on the handicapping tab, and then click on free picks. Scroll down till you see Horse Racing Nation, and click there, and you will find a bonus free selection from Del Mar each day. And the pick that I'm going to be doing for Saturday, November 19th, is going to be the Cary Grant Stakes on that website. So now, before I get into the analysis of this video, let's go through some of the big stakes races that are going to be coming up in the coming weeks, and then I will say which races that I'm going to be covering in videos. Now, for November 19th, I already mentioned that one. I'm going to do the Desi Arnaz Stakes in this video, and then I'm going to do the Cary Grant Stakes on the Del Mar website. Some other big races coming up, the Grade 3 Bob Hope Stakes, Sunday, November 20th, 7 furlongs at Del Mar for 2-year-olds, and I'm going to be covering that one in a video on this channel. Thanksgiving week, there's going to be some big stakes races coming up. Thanksgiving Day, Del Mar has the Grade 3 Red Carpet. Churchill Downs has a couple graded races. And then the Thanksgiving Classic from Fairgrounds. For November 25th, Churchill Downs has the Grade 1 Clark. And Del Mar has the Grade 2 Hollywood Turf Cup. For Saturday, November 26th, a couple graded races from Aqueduct, Red Smith, and Fall Highway. We have 2 races that I'm going to be covering in videos from Churchill Downs. The Goldenrod, that's a Kentucky Oaks points race, and that will be part of my Oaks video series. And the Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes from Churchill for 2-year-olds, and that will be for my Derby series, one of the videos. And then Del Mar has the Grade 2 Seabiscuit that day. The day after that, Del Mar has the Grade 3 Native Diver. Aqueduct has 3 stakes races. Churchill has 1 graded race. So now we're getting into December. For December 3rd, the Grade 1 Cigar Mile from Aqueduct is going to be the highlight. But then there are a couple other graded races that they have there that I'm going to be covering in video. Grade 2 Demzell Stakes for 2-year-old fillies. That's a Kentucky Oaks points race, and that will be on my Oaks video series. The Grade 2 Remsen, mile 1 1/8 for 2-year-olds. And that race is a Kentucky Derby points race, and I will be covering that one on my Derby video series. Hollywood Derby, Grade 1 from Del Mar, and the Grade 3 Jimmy Durante will also be run that day. So those are some of the bigger races coming up in the coming weeks, and some of the races that I'm going to be covering in video format. Also, Los Alamitos will be running later in the month. For December 17th, the Los Al Futurity Breeders' Cup, Kentucky Derby points race. I'll be covering that one as well. So those are some of the races that I'm going to be covering, again, in upcoming weeks as we get closer to the end of the year. Santa Anita will begin on December 26th, day after Christmas, their annual, that's when they always start their winter meet, and then I'll be covering that whole winter meet at the RunawayHorse.com as well. So that's the upcoming schedule in horse racing, and now let's get into the analysis of this video. And in this video, I'm going to be covering the 6th race from Del Mar on Saturday, November 19th. It's going to be the $100,000 Desi Arnaz Stakes, 2-year-old fillies, 7 furlongs on the main track, scheduled post time, 5:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Justique is your 8 to 5 morning line favorite, breaking from the inside post for trainer John Sheriffs. This one is a daughter of Justify, and they paid $725,000 for this one in the 2021 Keeneland September sales. Bernardini is the dam sire, and she looked good right off the bat in her career debut, 5.5 furlongs. She broke slow. 10-horse field, she was last. You wouldn't think at 5.5 furlongs that she was going to be able to make up that much ground, but she did. She really motored in the stretch. She just inhaled the runners in front of her and just pulled clear to win by more than 2 lengths. Excellent start to her career. Then they stretched her out in distance to Grade 2 Chandelier at 1 1/16. Again, she was last early in that race, but she couldn't make up the ground around 2 turns, and she ended up just getting 3rd there, half a length in front of the 4th place finisher. So now she's going to turn back in distance, back at her winning venue, back in a sprint, and she had a bullet workout at Del Mar on November 13th. Number 2 is Parody, and this one is now trained by Bob Baffert, the career debut. She won that one in the slop at Churchill Downs, and she earned a good speed rating that day. She stalked from 4th and then 11-horse field, and she won by 3/4 of a length. So now moving to the Baffert barn, Distorted Humor the sire, Super Saver the dam sire, good pedigree here for this Windstar Farm filly, and I think that she's one that should sit a good stalking trip. Juan Hernandez gets aboard. The last 18 times Hernandez hooked up with Bob Baffert, they won 9. So this one has multiple workouts at Santa Anita Park on November 11th and then November 16th. So she seems like she's ready to run a decent race. She should sit a good trip. We're going to find out how good she is on fast ground. Naughty Lottie is the next one, is now conditioned by Keith DeSarmo. This one was a $17,000 purchase, and she's earned more than that already. She won her career debut at Louisiana Downs at 5 furlongs in July by 15 lengths, just basically wiring the field and dominating that day. Second time out, stakes race at Prairie Meadows, she was 3rd, beaten 10 lengths, and then the Grade 2 Chandelier, she was 6th, beaten 32 lengths after battling on the pace from the inside post. 3rd start after a layoff, turning back in distance. Kent DeSarmo is going to ride this one for his brother Keith, and she'll probably stalk the pace, but she's probably outmatched a bit. Huntingcoco for trainer Bob Baffert's the next one. This one's a $200,000 daughter of Practical Joke. She is a Pennsylvania bred, and in her career debut at Del Mar at 5.5 furlongs, she stalked from 2nd. She won by almost 7 lengths. Second career start, Grade 2 Chandelier. She stalked from 4th, and she finished 7th and last, beaten 39 lengths. Cutting back in distance, Flavian Pride is going to ride. She'll probably run much better than she did last time, and we still don't know where she fits from a class standpoint. Number 5, Smokem for You. Seems overmatched. This was the Calbred, and she broke her maiden against Calbred, maiden claiming 50,000 company, Del Mar on September 9th by a half length, and she didn't earn a particularly strong speed rating that would be competitive against this kind of company. And then last time she finished 7th and last in a little optional claiming race at Santa Anita on October 28th. She would have to run much faster. She really does seem up against it. Number 6, Blessed Touch. This one is 9-5 morning line, and she ran much better second time out. Her career debut, she broke last in a 10-horse field, and she ended up splitting that 10-horse field, beaten 10 lengths. Second time out, she was much better. In that race, she went right to the front, and she just widened throughout. She won by almost 9 lengths, and she earned a strong speed rating. And Drayden Van Dyke was aboard last time, and he will ride again. He wins races with trainer Tim Yakteen, and Tim Yakteen has good stats with horses making their starts in the non-graded stakes ranks. So look for this one to probably be the one to catch. They paid $140,000 for this daughter of Gervin. Number 7, Daddy Classy Dill. This one is 30-1 morning line. Seems outclassed here. Won a 1,000-yard dash at Los Alamitos by a length, wiring the field. And then last time in an allowance race at that same venue, same distance, set the pace and finished 3rd. So now looking at the way that this one runs, we'll probably try to get out there and get involved in the pace. But from a class standpoint and looking at the speed ratings, this one definitely seems overmatched. So Justique could be the one to beat in here. It's probably going to be the favorite in this race. But I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction. I'm going to go with the second choice on top because I think that Blessed Touch might be able to wire the field in here. I think either if Daddy Classy Dill goes out with her, I think that she can swat that one away and maybe open up in the stretch and try to hold off Justique in here. And a couple other contenders that I think you can use. Parody, just not quite sure what she's going to do for Baffert, but she did show some good promise in that debut. Maybe the wet track was the reason she ran well, but we'll find that out. And then Huntingcoco is the other one for Baffert that I would consider. So I'll make a win wager on the second choice because I really think they're going to jump on Justique in here, and Blessed Touch might have the tactical advantage. So Blessed Touch will be my top choice. I'll make a win wager on number 6, Blessed Touch. I'll play an exacta. I'll put number 2, Parody, number 4, Huntingcoco, and number 6, Blessed Touch over top of the favorite in this race, number 1, Justique, and then a trifecta key. I'm going to key number 6, Blessed Touch, on top in the trifecta over the 1, Justique, the 2, Parody, and the 4, Huntingcoco. So that will wrap up this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this content, and I will be back, and I will be doing, as I said, the Grade 3 Bob Hope in my second video this week for Del Mar for Sunday, November 20th. Until then, good luck at the races.